Afternoon, Jimmy. It's good to see you back fighting in London in front of your home crowd again. How excited are you to be co-main eventing the 10-year anniversary of UFC in London?
Very excited. I'm always excited to fight at home, and it's always an honour to be performing in front of my London crowd.
We spoke to Jan earlier, and obviously he said thank you for taking the rematch. For you personally, obviously coming back to fight somebody that you've already beaten, how much of a motivator is that? Like, how do you change your game plan, your training, etc.?
Just going off of the first fight and correcting things that I did wrong. I was very frustrated after the first fight, but it wasn't down to me. It's down to his awkward style and that. But we've worked on things to finish the fight.
And I know you've spoken quite a lot about people in your division protecting their records and things like that, and the Tahira fight potentially being something that happened. Is that still something you're chasing down? Is that still something you're looking for later in the year, perhaps?
What's that?
The Glover fight.
Yeah, but I'm not going chasing him. I've offered to fight him twice now, and he's turned me down twice and everything. I don't know the reason why, and he's come up with different reasons and that. But to me, the rankings are there for a reason. It's for the top people to fight the top people and that. So, but then again, he's fighting number 2 now. I think he's number 3. He's fighting number 2 now, which makes sense and that. So hopefully, I'll win this Saturday and then I'll get the winner of that. But I don't fancy waiting so long to fight again. You know, I want to be active. I want to be an active fighter, and Jan Blachowicz has accepted the fight, and here we are. And so we'll take it from there after.
Now, I know there was quite a lot of talk prior to this about you possibly making forays into boxing and things. Well, that's gone a bit quiet now. Is there anything happening with that? Is there any truth?
Well, it was down to David Hay. He agreed to fight, like, verbally and that, and it was meant to be after his December fight, but then he got injured, and then his fight's been postponed to May with Bellew, and so we just got to wait. But we both still want it, but it's just a matter of timing and that, you know.
So it's still something that potentially in the future. Obviously, speaking about British matchups, you're well known for supporting like British artists and everything. Are we going to get any clues to what you might be walking out to?
It's going to be the Godfather gigs.
Good choice.
He was there from the start, you know. So I thought I'll bring him back to London to walk me out and then get the crowd going.
Speaking about from the start, obviously this is 10 years in London now. For you, as one of the UK's biggest names in MMA, how have you found the last 10 years here, the changing landscape and the development?
Mate, it's been great. You've seen a lot of new fighters come in, like Leon Edwards, and finally, what's his name? John Phillips gets his debut. I'm a big fan of his, and that, and you know, a lot's happened in the 10 years. But I've only been fighting 10 years. You know, I walked into my first training session ever 10 years ago, and I had my first fight 10 years ago. So a lot's happened very quickly as well. 10 years has gone past very quick.
For you, obviously, you're now celebrated your birthday recently, I believe. How much longer do you plan to continue fighting, or have you not even thought about it yet?
I think I've always said I don't want to fight past 40 and that, but I still feel young and that. I haven't been training that long, so I don't feel like knackered or anything like that. But I don't want to be. We'll see what happens, but I don't really want to be fighting past 40 and that. So I got 2 years to go.
Just one question from me as well. Obviously, CSAC, there's been a lot of attention in your division regarding the CSAC statement on Jon Jones. What's your feeling on that and how that's all been handled?
So I think Jon Jones is. I'm a big, massive fan of Jon Jones and that, massive. And that, even though he was the champion of my division, and that, I was a massive fan of his and that. And but one thing I don't condone is steroid use and cheating and that. And he's just fucked it up for himself and that. But do you know what? You can't. People do stuff in life and everything. No one's an angel and that, and like everyone does stuff. But it's about not getting caught for it and all that. But whether like the thing I don't condone is the steroids and that, but whether he's like smoke weed or if he chooses to do coke or whatever, then that's down to him. But if he's like that's not like enhancing your performance, is it? Do you know what I mean? So like but still, if he's cheating to win fights and everything, then that's something I don't condone.